Okay. I gotta get a cord so we can hear me. So let's do that. Okay, I think we're live. Let me look real quick here. Okay, check, 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 check. Great. Let's see how it looks over here. I knew this was gonna be a bitch. I think it was gonna be this fucking bitch. Come on! Ah, fuck! All right. How the hell am I gonna get that down with 2 seconds till go here? Motherfucker! You know, Robert, you may feel better that you didn't throw it out, but fucking taking up space in my garage. Oh, God almighty. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Whew. If you're on, hold on, folks. Almost done. Okay. Well, so much for that idea. I got a minute 34 to go. Bear with me, folks. Once an engineer, always an engineer. We will be going live shortly here. Oh. There we go. Okay. All right, let's go live. Well, welcome. I'm hoping you can hear me. Be very careful. All right, so we're going to set this here. Okay, we've got that. We've got that. I am just doing a quick check on YouTube, make sure we're good. Welcome. If somebody has a comment, I would love, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, which I hope you are. Okay, we are live. And I can hear myself talking. All right. So I know that's good. And I'm just writing a comment. Okay. And let me just get a final adjustment of the camera, and that way I know we're in good shape. Thank you for your patience. All right. All right. So you can see me. Oh, good. I'm looking at two different. All right. So welcome to my latest Grime Time live. So you're here in the Guys with Rides home garage here in Central Jersey. It's been a very busy week at the shop about 50 miles south of here. I just posted a week one video of Project Black Beauty. That is our 1963 Imperial Crown convertible. And that's the one of the two hubcaps is here on my Black & Decker Workmate right here. So I thought, okay, so I thought this week would be good, kind of extend on my polishing. If you watch the video, the week one video, the week one diary of the Imperial, you'll see I spent the week polishing, doing paint correction on that car. I'll let you watch the video. We'll keep it from there. Our other project car, what are we calling that one? Oh, Project Some Assembly Required. That's our 73 Triumph TR6. I will post a video by Sunday night on our update for that one. And we'll take it from there. That one we had, so both cars are now titled in our name, and the Imperial is registered. In that video I just described, we did a drive around with the top down, so got to check that out. The Triumph, we started going through the parts. Bobby, my co-workers Bobby and Joe, put the windshield on Thursday and set it into place just to see how it'll go. And they actually got the car to run on starter fluid. So we're very excited about that car. But other than getting a battery in it and testing that out and going through the parts, I'll leave it in the update. So what we have here is one of the Imperial's 4 hubcaps. And in the spirit of the early 60s, it's a very, it's a turbine-inspired hubcap, but it's all stainless. I mean, they just don't make them like this anymore. So I thought it would be good to take you through my process for my process for polishing these. And I'm going to take the camera here. Let's see if we have any questions here. Okay, great. Nothing yet. So I have 3 cameras set up. There's the one I'm speaking to right now. And as we need it, I will do close-ups of the hubcap, but you can kind of see it's got this gray film to it. So my plan here over the next hour is to do one side of it and explain to you how I'm going to sand these down and get it polished up. So a lot of videos here. And then the third camera is up on my, I'm pointing to it, but the third camera is my Insta360. I have that in 180 mode, so you're able to get a perspective of my home garage that, quite frankly, is a mess right now, but it's been one of those weeks. So what are we going to do with this hubcap? Well, the first thing I thought I would try, and I want to try everything by hand first, and it better be here. I want to get a sense of how well it will respond. So it may only need, this polish I have here is called Wenol. It's a German polish, if I recall, and it's great for oxidation. And I'm going to start there. My goal here is to get a mirror finish. And this will at least clean it up, because I really think these are going to be stunning when they're polished, fully polished. And I'm hoping you cannot hear it, but in the background, as timing would have it, somebody is outside on what sounds like Bluetooth, but I'm not going to let it bother me, because you just can't let things bother you. All right. So my hunch is correct. I want to get this mirror. It's hard to tell here, but I think this is years of just somebody, I don't know, using abrasive pads or something. So we're going to try to polish these up now. And my first order of business is to get uh, okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a brief second. Welcome to live TV. I think what I'm going to try to do is sand this first. Now, these have 50, 60, 62 years of scuff marks. I want to kind of sand those out. And if you watched last week, I had a supply of 1,500 and 2,000 grit. This, quite frankly, is going to take a lot more than that, but um, what I'm going to do is every piece of stainless is a little different, but the idea is you start out with a certain grit of sandpaper, work your way down to the various polishes. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm going to, now the reason I've got it in this fixture on my thought is it's probably going to get, um, when I put the machine on it in a bit here, you'll see that. But if I get the machine on it, I have a feeling this is going to spin. All right. I'm hoping you can see that. Nobody's commenting. All right, so be it. Let me get this just a little bit higher for you. There. Right. And I didn't factor in the reflection, but all right. All right, no comments yet, but you can see it's already starting to come up. You never want to use more abrasive than you need. So I'm very stoked that this is probably all it needs. These scuff marks may be tough to see, but there are scuff marks along here. I'm actually going to take a little bit more. Oh, this is the 1,500. Okay. How did I know that was going to happen, folks? How did I know that was going to happen? All right. As much as I want to, I've got to put it on the other table. Otherwise, it's just going to keep falling down. So let's do that. And we're back. Okay. There are dent marks in these. I don't think I can get to them. And in the spirit of sympathetically preserved, I'm going to leave them on the car. Now, there is another metal polish that I have that I believe is in my detailing kit. I'm a little bit disheveled this week because I had all of my detail supplies down at the shop. So, as you can imagine, I'm traveling back and forth, and it's a little insane. So, and it's over here. Here we go. So, P21S makes a nice polish. We're going to, this polishing soap as well as this this cream. So let's give that a try and see what we get here. And I had okay. So that may be tough to see, but it's starting to bring it back. So these are going to take a lot of work, but yeah, bear with me here. And then I have this P21S polish. However, it's a little bit icky. It's dried out a little bit, so I'm going to wet that down and try that a little bit as well. In fact, I have a little bit of leftover water here. This is P21S polishing soap. And this is another, it's a little bit less aggressive than the Wenol or the P21S metal polish. But I'm just going to put a little bit on here. Do this. Now, if anybody's paying attention today, I don't know, it's a beautiful day out. I may not have many viewers. It's a beautiful day here in central Jersey. But yeah, I'm going to have to, this is going to take a little bit more machine work than anything. So let's go to that. Let's go to that. How are we going to do this? Now, I'm going to use my drill today. All right. And if you've done headlight restoration or these, or metal polish, but I have these two cones. One is from Mother's. This gets in here a little bit better. And then this one is from my headlight restorer. I'm going to go wet these real quick. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. If you have questions, please put them in the comments section. All right. Thank you for your patience. Got to wring this out. And again, this is experimentation. It would help to put a battery in this. All right. No. So typically, like I said last week, a little dab will do ya. You see me putting a couple dabs on here. I'm rubbing it into the thing. All right, well, I got my homework cut out for me. So what this is proving to me is it had like a brushed finish, but we decided we want to make it more of a chrome finish to really pop it. So I need to do a little bit more sanding. Let's see. So what I want to do is get a little bit more aggressive than the 2000 grit. And I'm stepping behind here to get... All right, so bear with me. I can't believe no one's commenting. All right. I am going to go down and get, in my workshop downstairs, I need to get uh, some lower grit, more aggressive sandpaper. So I'm going to take my microphone off. I'm going to run down and I will be right back in a minute. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience on that. And look what I found in my shop. Completely forgot I had a brand new tube of that stuff. So we're in good shape here. Okay. Um, this is, I forget. I'm a little bit short on my sandpaper. So So I'm a little bit more aggressive, and let me tell you how aggressive. I believe this is 80 or, yeah, I believe this is 150 actually. So the next one I want to do, yeah. Now through the magic of editing, eventually what I'll do is I'll have the right algorithm, and in the final video I will put, um, the exact sandpaper that I found to work well. There's an older video out there from about 3 years ago where I polished the manhole cover aluminum rims on Project Risky Business, my Porsche 928. That algorithm works well on aluminum. I'm trying to follow that similar path now, but because this is stainless versus aluminum, I may have a different result and may have to do something different, but that's the fun of experimentation. So now I've moved on from the 150 grit to the steel wool. Again, my goal here is to get a chrome-like shine. So, yeah, I guess I don't have anybody watching today because there's no questions. So, uh, what I'd love to get is some feedback. Feedback is always good. It's always welcome. All right. All right. So what do we got over here? Well, this is my polisher, and you'll see I used this quite extensively this past week on the Imperial. On its, I used it quite extensively on the Imperial's paint. Paint. All right. I don't know where my little one went, but all right. I have to go behind the camera to plug this in. That's the beauty of a live stream, folks. 1% better every week. This week, I was able to go live very comfortably, very quickly. Okay, let's see. Unfortunately, this is going to get a little loud. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. So this is my Griot's, I think this is a 3-inch polisher, but it has these nice little pads on, and I can, again, I'm experimenting more than anything as we go. The final video will have my algorithm for this, but okay. So what that proves is we're not ready yet. And I did that on purpose because what that shows is now I need to get more sandpaper. Oh, hmm, there we go. So I'm going to have to work on this a lot more to figure out what's happening. And I think if somebody doesn't comment soon, I'm going to call it a day. Uh, let's see who's watching, if anyone's watching. Is anyone watching? No, no one's watching. No, no one's watching. All right, well, if no one's watching, what's the sense? That's how I look at it. Uh, so this wasn't a popular topic. I think what I'm going to do is in the community notes, try to put out a vote on what topic people want to see, whether it's the classic cars I'm working on 50 miles south of here or my daily drivers in the garage here. Um, I will come up with the solution to make these polished, and you'll see that in a long form video. I've just got to do more experimentation, so I won't waste no one's time since no one's watching. But yeah, so in the community, there's a we'll look at what we can do for the next project. Look for that, and I appreciate your comments on what I should do. And if you haven't subscribed to my email, I'll be putting a vote out there to see what people want. All right, so let's cut this one a little short, and I'll get back to work on this and provide a more effective video in the long term. You'll before the weekend's out, you'll see. Yeah, here's the mail person. All right. Before the weekend's out, you'll see an update on the TR6. Anyway, as I'm doing this, we've just achieved 4,800 subscribers. I can't thank all of you enough. I do appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It costs you nothing, and it helps promote the channel on my behalf to get this out to fellow car enthusiasts. So thank you for watching. We're going to cut it a little short since no one's watching, and see what we do next week. Take care.